Okay, I have here a rather lengthy piece that kind of gets to what I was just talking about. Trump still not being understood by these people, while they think they have him totally figured out, and he's a dunce, an idiot, and a barbarian, and tone deaf, and all that. The piece is written by J.B. White, and it is published at the American Greatness website, AmericanGreatness.com, and it's called the OODA Loop President, OODA. And the OODA Loop, let me find here what it stands for. I did not underline it. I should have to saved some time, but it's a process by which Trump sizes things up and moves on them and makes decisions that keeps him way ahead of the conventional wisdom and the people that are in line trying to figure out what's happening to them. And be patient with me here. It was my bad. I should have underlined where the definition of this is, and I've got everything highlighted but that. Well, let me just start with a couple quotes and I'll run into it, I'm sure. Because so much of this dovetails with what I've been saying about Trump and his technique, or his the way he goes about things for 2 years, and how they're way behind and don't understand how Trump built the bond he built with his supporters. And I've tried to explain how it is Trump's still standing. We've had Donald Trump virtually assaulted every waking minute of every day from the moment he entered the race, and it intensified as he won the Republican nomination and then the election. And any mortal would have been destroyed by this, would have been run out of town by this, would have been genuinely defeated by this long ago. And yet Trump uses all of this negative energy and all of these assaults to literally advance his agenda, operating like a general, giving the command for his massive political army to advance on the adversary. The State of the Union speech was the best political oration of my lifetime. This is the author of the piece. I'll try to quickly detail why by quoting Richard Fernandez of the Belmont Club in a piece that Fernandez wrote December 2016, just before Trump's inauguration. And in the context of Trump's signaling with respect to what should be our posture with China, Fernandez wrote, the Democrat Party should stop underestimating Donald Trump. The good news is that he moves at non-government speed. The bad news is that due to his outsider status, nobody knows exactly where he's going. But he does. And Fernandez was noting the up-tempo speed of Trump. McLaughlin, somebody else mentioned in the piece, discussion of Trump's use of the OODA loop, O-O-D-A, and I'm sorry, I'll find this here in a second, correctly noted that speed lies at the core of the theory of conflict, has been the most influential element of the theory of conflict, speed. The core insight was about the interactive and disruptive nature of speed on human decision-making. Success in conflict can be rapid and dramatic if one can operate inside the OODA loop of the opponent. All right, now it's incumbent upon me to find, and here it is, the OODA loop. Observe, orient, decide, and then act. Back in December 2015, Dan McLaughlin wrote an excellent piece in The Federalist on the then upcoming Republican primary race. It offers quite the window into the political decision-making of Trump. In it, he accurately outlines Trump as the candidate employing the observe, orient, decide, and then act principles of a famed American fighter pilot. Now, it is also said that this is not a conscious thing that Trump does. It's just who he is. It's a personality type. It's found in great leaders. And the notable aspect is speed, which is exactly the opposite of how things happen in Washington. Trump is moving faster. Look at what he did in 1 year. The way I know some of you people think, well, look how long it took for Obamacare tax cut the whole year. How long's it been since we had a tax cut, folks? 1986. You look at what Trump did in 1 year. Look at what he got done in 1 year with the entire opposition of the drive-by media. And for much of the year, the opposition of a lot of the Republican Party. Donald Trump had one of the most productive first years or any years of any modern president, and it was because of the speed with which he was working. There wasn't anything casual about it. And yeah, certain things did take a long period of time within various, depending on how you want to use the relative points, but in political terms, Trump was sprinting when the rest of the swamp doesn't ever sprint. The purpose of the swamp is to stop and slow down and do things so gradually that nobody notices they're being done until it's too late. So observe, orient, decide, and then act. But when you do that inside that loop of the opponent, when you begin to understand this, you're on your way to understanding Trump. Here's another way of looking at it. A businessman with the social skill set of an apex predator. Now, this means here you have a capitalist whose life experience is bloodthirsty competition in the capitalist markets. And believe me, capitalist competition is not pretty. It's bloody, it's dirty, because it's for all the marbles. And I don't mean this in a negative way. It's exactly what happens in competition at this level. One of the best examples I can give you of it is look at all the negative press Apple gets, despite being the king of everything they do. If you did nothing but look at the media that Apple gets, you would think they're about to close up shop and that everybody hates them. And if you know enough to dig deep, you find out that many of these stories are bought and paid for by competitors, other phone makers, technological companies who slip money to journalists under the table. I mean, the rules, whatever you can get away with within the scope of the law. Point is, it's bloody is the wrong word to use here, but it is real serious competition. The point is, this is Trump's world. Trump's skill set is that of an apex predator who all of a sudden ended up in the most powerful political position on earth. And this predator was suddenly turned loose on a political world that still can't comprehend what hit them. And so Trump ends up being a chief executive like none before him, and everybody in the establishment, be it, I don't know if it's Chuck Todd, if it's Chuck Schumer, if it's the drive-by media, they only have one way of judging performance inside the Washington political world, and Trump is never, ever going to fit in there. He can't. It's not his world experience, his life experience. On the other hand, these people haven't the slightest ability to understand it. And so they condemn it. They're threatened by it. Because this is precisely what they have never wanted. They have strived to keep this kind of person out of influence and power inside the Washington establishment. The observe, orient, decide, and then act cycle arises from the quintessentially American spirit of playing to win that Donald Trump embodies, and for which he has endured mockery from so-called conservative never-Trumpers. including the Democrats. And that really, when you boil it down, that's what they're mad at. Trump's winning. Trump's winning with their ideas, not them. They couldn't win with their ideas. They didn't win with their ideas, the never-Trumpers. They didn't even really seriously try to win with their ideas. They just told everybody what their ideas were. And the reaction was supposed to be, wow, are those guys smart? But implementing them? Nah, there wasn't anybody that knew how, wasn't anybody in power to do it. Here comes Trump, not knowing who these people are. Trump is not a think tank dweller, but he is a winner, and he believes in America winning. He thinks that's the natural order of things. America wins. It's not the natural order of things in Obama's world. It's not the natural order of things in the Democrat Party. America winning is unjust. America winning is unfair, because America is the gigantic majority in the world, and it's just not fair. And that's why they're all for illegal immigration and for every little minority that comes along to derail the giant America, because it's just not fair what America gets away with. It's not fair America wins all the time. It's not fair. America needs to lose. That's the mindset of the Democrat Party. That's a foreign language of Donald Trump. You don't do things to lose. If you're going to lose, you don't even get in the arena. Donald Trump's quintessential spirit is winning. It's a competitive spirit that pays homage to our individual survival down through the ages as a species and to our collective prominence as a nation. We are winners. Patton said it. We love winners. We are winners. And that's our natural existence. And we're up against a political force that is tired of America winning, who think that it's not fair, that it's immoral, that it's unjust, that America has won too much. And that's what Trump's up against. Donald Trump not only understands the heritage of winning, he comprehends it in ways Obama never could. Because Obama looked at America winning, there already been too much of that. And the things America won ended up hurting people, right? Discriminating against people. When America won, other people lost things, and it wasn't fair. And that's why the Iranians should damn well have a nuke if they want to. It's not fair that they can't, and we do. And it's not right that we tell them that they can't. There's no sense of moral superiority, justness, no concept of America being the good guys on the American left. And with Donald Trump, America is the good guys. We embody the good guys, and we're the only one that can defend the other good guys around the world. And Trump intuitively understands this. He doesn't explain it because he may not even be able to. It's just the world he lived in and still lives in. And Trump knows that the spirit of winning and competing, provides the very foundation that sustains other strengths in America, socially, politically, historically, culturally, commercially, militarily. Winning is it. Winning's everything. And that's how Trump judges things. And they're not even on that field. America doesn't deserve to win. To Chuck Todd, to Chuck Schumer, to anybody in the drive-by media. That's why Obama was constantly apologizing. It wasn't right we won. Trump will never apologize for America winning, and it's why Trump will always ridicule our competitors when he beats them. Because they are trying to knock us off. And it was bad enough when we had people in the White House who wanted to help them knock us off because they thought that was imminent fairness. Well, given this set of circumstances, and it goes deeper than this, but there's no way these people are ever going to understand Trump. And if they ever did, they would resent him even more.